Let me tell you something most people will never say to your face. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your partner, not some perfect mentor, some hidden opportunity, or some miracle breakthrough. And while that might sound terrifying, it's actually the most liberating truth you'll ever hear. Because once you stop waiting to be rescued, you finally become free to take back your life. From the moment we're children, we're fed stories. Stories where the hero is saved at the last second, where someone stronger, wiser, or kinder shows up and fixes everything. We're taught that if we struggle, someone will notice, that pain will attract compassion, that the world is watching, and that eventually, someone will come. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Life doesn't operate on a narrative arc. It doesn't owe you a climax or a savior. Many people spend their whole lives waiting for someone to validate them, to say, now's the time. Here's your chance. You're ready. But what if no one ever says that? What if your entire life passes while you wait? The idea of being rescued is addictive, because being rescued means you don't have to be responsible. If someone else shows up to fix things, then you don't have to face the fear of failure. You don't have to be brave. You don't have to take risks. You don't even have to move. You just wait. You stall your growth and call it patience. You numb your potential and call it safety. But here's the cost. You trade control for comfort. You give away your power because it's easier than owning it. How many times have you said, I'll start when I'm ready, when I feel confident, when I have more time, more money, more support? Here's the brutal truth. You're never going to feel ready. You're never going to wake up one day and say, yes, now I am fully prepared to change my life. That moment doesn't come. It has to be made. Growth isn't something you wait for. It's something you force yourself into before you're ready, before it makes sense. You start, you stumble, you learn, and then you become ready. Comfort is seductive. It tells you that the safest place is the one you're already in. That risk is dangerous. That change will break you. But here's what it doesn't tell you. Comfort is a cage with invisible bars. It feels good, right up until the moment you realize it's keeping you small. It numbs the urgency. It kills ambition in slow motion. People don't quit on their dreams in one big decision. They let them bleed out, day by day, in the name of just surviving. But surviving is not living, and comfort is not peace. Sometimes it's just fear dressed up in soft clothes. Taking full responsibility for your life is terrifying, because if you fail, it's on you. If you quit, it's your fault. If you don't grow, it's no one else's problem. But there's also something miraculous that happens the moment you say, no one is coming, so it's up to me. Suddenly, you stop hoping and start moving. You stop blaming and start building. You stop waiting and start becoming. That shift, from victim to creator, is where life actually begins. It's not easy. It's not romantic. It's raw and painful and real. But it's yours, and that makes it powerful. Now, when I say save yourself, I don't mean hustle harder. I'm not talking about grinding 16 hours a day or turning yourself into a machine. I'm talking about something deeper. Saving yourself means telling the truth about your life, looking at the parts you've been ignoring, owning the choices you've been making and the ones you've been avoiding. It means asking, why do I keep repeating the same patterns? Why am I still in environments that drain me? Why do I silence myself when I want to speak? It means building the discipline to do what's right even when it's boring, uncomfortable, or invisible to others. It means making peace with being misunderstood, because chasing your own path will always confuse people who gave up on theirs. And most of all, saving yourself means recognizing that your time is limited, and that every second you waste in fear is a second you never get back. There's a reason most people never change, because change requires truth, and the truth is heavy. It demands we give up our illusions about who we are, about how the world works, about what we deserve. But truth is also where freedom begins. When you see your life clearly, without filters, excuses, or fantasies, something incredible happens. You stop living by default, you stop running from your reflection, and you start choosing who you want to be. You realize, no, nobody's coming to save me. But that's okay, because I don't need saving. I need to start. If you're still waiting for something to click, if you're still hoping for a sign, this is it. This is your moment. Not because everything's ready, but because you are. Even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, you are the one you've been waiting for. No one is better equipped to live your life than you. No one can want it for you more than you do. And no one can give you back the time you lose by hesitating. You were never meant to be rescued. You were meant to rise. Look, this message isn't easy. It's not fun. It's not viral. It's not sugar-coated, but it's real. And if you felt something while listening to this, I want you to hold on to it. Don't let this be just another video you watched and forgot. Let it be a mirror. Let it be a spark. Let it be the moment where you finally decided to stop waiting. Because here's the truth. No one's going to come knock on your door and hand you your dream life. No one's going to drag you out of bed and say, "Hey, it's time to believe in yourself." That has to be you, and that's hard, but it's also the best news in the world, because it means you don't have to wait anymore. You can start right now, right here. You have what it takes. Now go prove it to yourself. If this video spoke to you, even just one part of it, drop a like. It helps others find this message too. Comment below and tell me, what are you no longer waiting for? And if you want more deep, honest content like this, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone on this path. Let's walk it together.